All right, good morning, agents. This is Kevin Lauren. I'm the Director of Training and Marketing here at Alta Realty Group. And today we're going to go a little bit deeper into the Elevate system. This is our new CRM and website system. A lot of really cool things that come with this system. So we're going to take a quick peek inside and make sure that we understand how to use this. We're going to be doing a lot of training with this new Elevate system. So really excited about this. But before we get into today's training, we're going to bring Bill Seitz he's our corporate broker. We're going to bring him on the line today. And Bill, bring us up to speed. What's going on? I know Debbie is on vacation today. What's going on out there in mortgage land today?
Well, hello. Good morning, everybody. First and foremost, how's everyone doing today?
Doing great.
I just got the first cup of coffee started. I'm a little late to the starting line this morning, but glad I got there. Yeah. So Debbie's not with us this morning, so I'm going to just run through a quick little mortgage update. Kevin, if you could bring up the 10-year Treasury graph.
Sure enough. I've got it handy dandy right here.
There you go. As most of us have probably heard through the news cycle, or social media, last week was the big topic was the debt ceiling, right? Is Congress going to pass it? Are they not going to pass it? Markets went a little crazy. They have since come to a resolution. They are going to increase the debt ceiling to allow the country to pay its obligations, and so the market has settled down a little bit. But to just zoom in on that, I'm gonna kind of, if you look at that graph, maybe go to the 1 month, Kevin.
Sure.
On the below the graph line, there it is. Yep.
There we go.
That's the So we've kind of been pretty much kind of climbing back to earlier areas, 3.8, 3.9 range for the 10-year, and we had gotten as far down as I believe 3.3 range. So we've kind of crawled back up. So rates have come back up. It is still volatile with the economy, and we're waiting on language on what the Fed's going to do. There is some announcements coming out next week, and so I just want to read it to everybody really quick, kind of the summary there. It'll be something to keep an eye on. Because it is important. Let me see here. Sorry, I want to pull this up real quick here. Okay, so at its last meeting, the central bank had indicated that its rate hiking campaigns could be ending soon. However, Fed officials have since given mixed messages about whether they believe further tightening is necessary for the central bank to achieve its goals of easing inflation and cooling the economy. Recent economic data suggested resilience in the economy, including continued strength in the labor market, which eased recession concerns, but also prompted some investors to believe further rate hikes were likely. Around a quarter of traders, so 25% of the traders, believe the Fed will increase rates when it meets next week. So the next set of meetings are the 13th, 14th. So that's pretty much this time next week. And so we'll keep an eye on that for everybody, see what's happening there. But that's just like a little recap. So you just know, if you talk to buyers or people are out there, it's been pretty volatile. The rates have come back up a little bit. So it's just kind of where we're at and what we're dealing with.
Yep, that's a good synopsis of where we are. A little bit of a holding pattern, right?
Yeah, I just think for where we are in the world, it's kind of par for the course. There's a little bit of unpredictability. It's not as reliable maybe as it's been in the past, but doesn't mean we can't get things done.
Nope, that's for sure. And a lot of business still getting done. So I appreciate the update there. So we also wanted today to bring in our own Raquel Bauer, and I think you guys were going to give us a little update on the loyalty program and what's going on there, right?
Yeah, let's get Raquel on real quick.
Bring her on the line. Let me find her. Got a lot of folks on the line today. It's great. Okay, Raquel,
Awesome.
good morning to you, Raquel. Can you hear us and or talk to us? And you may need to unmute yourself, which tends to happen on these lovely little recordings here. You might be having trouble with their microphone. It does show that it's muted.
It's usually bottom left of the screen, right?
Yes. So she's with us, but her microphone is muted. So if you can figure out how to unmute yourself, you can join us, Raquel. Well, it doesn't look like she'll be able to join us, so perhaps you could just kind of go over this with us, Bill.
Okay, no problem. So what we're going to do, we can just dig into this next week, but Raquel went through a couple things that are important to potentially recognize when you're getting a new listing or a new transaction. And she wanted to go through the difference between a property profile versus a listing prelim and the possible pitfalls or things that you need to look for before you bring your home to market, before you get into escrow, and can avoid any unseen challenges like liens that have not been removed or different falls that might come into play and affect your ability to sell the property. So what we'll do is we will just kind of put this on put this on ice till next week until she can be on, because I think it's important for her to go kind of run through this, and she has a specific examples of things that she's had to do with a couple files that I think everybody will find compelling and also realize why this is important. And so we'll put this on ice till next week, Kevin, and we'll come back and discuss it.
Yeah, no problem. And then we do have let's see. Okay, that's perfect. Yeah, we'll just bring her up back next week. Also want to announce that on Friday, I'm going to have a special kind of bonus presentation from Stephanie with Elevate. She's going to come back on Friday morning at 9 just for a quick one. And so anybody that didn't get a chance to sign up for the DMS package, you can kind of get that. You can get a refresher of exactly what that'll entail, and she'll have a few more little updates for us. So I'll put that invite out for the Friday morning kind of special presentation. So look for that. I'll get that out on Thursday. So
yeah, for those of you who weren't on last Wednesday, wow, what a well put together presentation that was. I was very impressed, and I think as we get more familiar with the Elevate and what their staff and support systems can do for all of us, especially in that area of social media, I think she did a very good job of running through. A lot of times we don't understand how it all works and how it's supposed to function together, connectivity through all these platforms. I think there was really good information and a really good layout of why it's important. And if you're not fully versed in this area, you can get the help, and there's people to support you and kind of put it on autopilot for you. And I think that's super important.
Absolutely. And Raquel says, I think I have my mic fixed. So let's see if we can bring Raquel on real quick. One sec here.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, you're back. Hi,
Yay!
Raquel.
Hi, good morning, everybody. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, that's okay. Totally understand. These live webinars are a little difficult sometimes, and technology.
Well, I had it on my computer, and then I ran to my phone, and I ended up getting it on my phone. So I don't know what happened with my computer, but I have my phone, my safe zone.
Perfect, right?
Perfect.
Perfect. So Bill, do you guys want to go ahead and do that presentation today, or you still want to push it off till next week?
Yeah, no, let's knock it out. We've got Raquel on the line. Let's get it going.
Yes.
So everybody, Raquel, this is our lovely escrow officer. She's been doing a lot of transactions for you all that have been using her. We really appreciate the support. Appreciate you guys using Legacy. It's a great component to Alta Realty Group and what we're building here. And so we've just had a absolute lovely time working with Raquel. She brings a lot of wealth of knowledge and industry experience to escrow business. And part of that business, as I had mentioned just a second ago, is helping agents avoid or solve problems before they become bigger problems. And what we wanted to talk about today is me and Raquel are having a conversation over the last few days is, hey, this might be a quick topic that we could run through and also give real life example of what Raquel have had to do on a file that she's currently working on. And that was, I think, Raquel, I think you wanted to talk about the difference between just a basic property profile versus a listing prelim, right?
Correct. And a property profile is very good. The thing that property profile does for you is it gives you everything that's been recorded against the property for the current owner. What it doesn't do, what a listing prelim would do, is it pulls in exactly what's still secured against the property. And when I say secured, it's usually the creditors, like the lender, mortgage lenders, so on and so forth. So currently I had a file where a lady that's selling, it has unfortunately two, she had refinanced her reverse mortgage, and the reverse mortgage that she paid off did not release their mortgage loan. So she showed two reverse mortgages, which shows, because reverse mortgages get recorded twice, it showed 4 mortgage liens on her property. So what I had to do is, because it was a 30-day escrow, and she's like, no, I paid it off. She provided proof that there was paid off, but the mortgage lender that got paid off didn't record a reconveyance to remove it. And they should have done it within at least 60 days. That's pretty much standard industry. It was over a year that they still hadn't released it. We couldn't get anyone to help us. So what I did was I went to her refinance policy, title policy, and asked that title company for that policy that paid that other loan off, and provided it to the title company that we're currently in escrow with. And they used that policy to remove that other lien. So it's just important to know this up front, so we're not like scrambling at the last minute, or don't have the information, or couldn't find the policy or something like that. That way I can make sure that prelim, when we go under contract, is completely clean of anything that's not supposed to be there.
Yeah, and to that point, I think a lot of us now are, we're seeing shorter escrows. We have to be competitive. The market's still tight with inventory in most locations. We're still seeing multiple offers, and so a lot of these escrow time periods are getting, squashed down to, 15, 21 days. And as we can all understand in this circumstance, that this will potentially delay a closing or potentially cause an issue. And so it is important to be aware of this stuff and to, make sure you get it, handled ahead of time, or bring to the attention of your client and Raquel, your title rep, whoever, so this doesn't become a problem.
Or that it's just not a problem. We're just cleaning up anything and everything prior to, so that it's less stressful when you do go under contract, because it's supposed to be a happy time to sell and a happy time to buy.
100%. Is there anything that agents need to do to get this different report, Raquel?
They just, whoever they work with their title rep, they just, when they do a list, when they actually get the listing, they just request them, or if they want, say, hey, Raquel, I got this listing. Here's my rep and who the title company is. And can you order a listing prelim for me? And bam, I'll get that ordered for you. And when it comes in, I'll share it with your agent, and your agent can then share it with your seller. If there's anything on there, I'll be able to tell you what could be potentially, or hey, are these things that they've already explained to you that they have against the property, so on and so forth. Or I can say, hey, there's an IRS lien showing up, or is this them? And sometimes it could just be same name, and the last 4 digits that are usually recorded on those IRS liens are the social. So if we can get them to fill out an SI, we can get that removed if it's not them. Little things like that with what listing prelims help. I want to help you to make your transaction easier. So listing prelims are, all you have to do is just say, hey, I got this listing, Raquel, let's get a listing prelim with, Typor or First American, whoever it is that you work with.
And sometimes too, I know that sometimes we're like looking at these these title reports aren't, and maybe some of us aren't as familiar as others. Maybe some people, or some agents haven't been in the business very long. They haven't done a ton of transactions. They're not super familiar on navigating through these reports. It's a huge value add for Raquel to be of assistance there, because she can help spend a few minutes on the phone with you. Say, hey, look, here's what we're looking at. Oh, it's clean. Oh, there's something here. It'll give you a little more comfort and knowing that someone's there to help you run through that, and just make you a better agent as well.
And it also makes your customer a lot easier knowing that they're taking care of this before a contract comes in, and they're not feeling that pressure that they have that 21 days to try and get this removed, or 15-day escrow. It just gives them, the seller, because they're always the ones that are going to be the one that's hit with what's on the prelim. So it makes them feel a little bit better too, that they're taking care of it ahead of time instead of like at the last minute.
Absolutely. So Raquel Bauer, you guys know how to find her. She's got her contact information right here. And yeah, great resource for the company. So we're thankful for that. And Raquel, we had a couple loyalty point winners for the first month. We rolled this program out, right? We had a
Yes.
couple escrows closed.
Yes.
With, I'll let you do the announcement.
We had Daniel Moray as one of them and Lori Brooks as the other. For the first, they started in May and they've already closed. So congratulations to you both.
Very cool.
Yeah, and we also had Ana Chavez and Chanel Garcia. They closed a loan with Clearview in May as well. So they also earned loyalty points. They were able to buy down their transaction fees. So that is great. They used their points right away. And that's what this is designed for, everybody. We can create a real awesome community of helping each other out. Everyone wins. And we're really excited to keep this thing moving into the future and supporting one another.
That's a fact. I'm really, really excited about that, Bill. And thank you so much, Raquel, for bringing us such good insight. Really appreciate that.
You are very welcome. And I want you guys to have a very great day.
We will. All right, perfect. Thanks, Raquel. Thanks, Bill. And then real quick, I'm going to bring Andrew Leone from Solar Reps on, and he's going to give us a super quick update on what's going on with the Solar Reps program, another of our team.
All right.
Morning, Andrew.
Good morning, Kevin. Good
morning, buddy.
Good morning, Bill. Yeah, I just wanted to check in real quick and let everyone know the Solar Savers program is going strong. And, a matter of fact, I can't believe how it all worked out. There's a lot less competition than there used to be in the solar industry. And, 3 of the 5 companies who were our direct competition, they've all gone out of business, which is great news for us. They were never able to get in front of NEM 3.0. They were too big and cumbersome. They couldn't figure out how to make the shift battery work. So there's a lot less competition here. It's nice to report several of you guys have deals that are upcoming that'll be closing. And it's always the usual suspects here. I'd like to see some of you new agents pick up that $2,500 commission for yourselves. New guys, come on in. I just encourage all of you to stay active in your sphere of influence. Keep those 3-way texts coming in. Use that simple 4-sentence script. Again, that's just something like, hey, by the way, are you interested in saving on the energy costs on your home? I'm asking because we have the inside track on solar through ARG. We can get our clients a free solar system. Usually people's bills can be reduced 30, 40, 50%. Would you like me to put you in touch with Solar Reps? Then you just send the 3-way text and you're in. We'll take it from there. As I mentioned last week, super easy. You send the 3-way text and we will literally do all the heavy lifting. And we have more tools in our toolbox now, Kevin. As I mentioned last week, we have solar loans that have no liens on the title, as well as the power purchase agreement using the shift battery. If the deal can be done, we will get it done. So I just wanted to check in real quick. Nothing really new to report here. As always, I'm just looking forward to cutting the commission checks to you guys.
Love it. So guys, do yourself a huge favor, contact Andrew and just have a chat with him. Here's his direct phone number right here. And just understand what that program is. And then you are this is another, arrow in the quiver. and another way that you can provide value to people within your sphere of influence, because you can have the knowledge about solar, which is huge in California. So absolutely have a quick chat with Andrew. And, again, our agents get $2,500 as a commission check if they, connect it and the solar system goes in. So super, super easy money there. Right, Andrew?
Easy money.
Yep. All right, perfect. Well, Andrew, thanks for coming on the line. Now we're going to switch super quick to the new Elevate system. So most of you are getting set up. I know there's a lot of agents that have appointments with our Elevate representatives, and some of them are for next week. And we apologize that we weren't able to get everybody on on the system immediately, but we're working that out, and so we'll have everybody up on the system within the next week, and all of your websites will be going. The way that they are doing the getting your clients into your system is, of course, we export them from the agent marketing system. I've helped a lot of the agents do that so far. And then we're just going to go ahead and we're going to send that Excel, that CSV file to our rep, whoever you're working with. I know Alec Foster is working with a lot of you guys. And so they will upload those contacts for you, which is really, really cool. So you don't have to do that. So one thing that we're finding out is the Elevate staff are very accommodating. They are working one-on-one with our agents. And I'll be honest, there's definitely some functionality that these new websites don't have that the agent marketing sites have, but there's a lot of functionality that's way better. So we are just working with that. I think the overall is going to be a positive, and we're really excited. So as we discussed last week with Stephanie, if you're doing the what they call the DMS package, or their social media package and blog posting package, they do that all for you. So that stuff just gets done automatically. So I know for most of us, social media is just some extra thing that is almost impossible to get to. And so having these people just do that for us is really, really cool. So we're going to be able to have these people, creating our blog posts. They're going to go out 2 to 3 times a month. And they'll also be syndicating our, our sales, our listings, all of those different things to all the different important social media platforms. So again, that's Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube. So those are the major ones. They are able to add other social media links to your sites when you speak with your rep, but what you're going to be looking for is let's see, hold on. Okay, sorry about that. So these new Elevate dashboards are definitely very, very easy to use. That's something that I was really, really excited that they have a dashboard that's very, very simple. So your dashboards are going to look very, very simple to this right here. You'll have your clients, obviously your leads, and all those things will be in that area. You'll be able to manipulate your website here. And you're also going to be able to create CMAs directly from this dashboard, which is a huge improvement from the agent marketing system. So creating a CMA is super easy. I won't go through that right here, but literally you'll click on the button. They have an entire CMA creation system, which is really, really cool. And then the integrations, this is actually where they have what they call their eMerge system. So this is where we are able to, send out the mass communications, emails, social media, blog, reporting, all this really cool stuff. So we'll be able to get into that a little bit more in detail in future trainings. Also down here is our email templates and our SMS campaigns. So this system does have the ability for us to send text messages to all of our clients from the system, which we weren't able to do in the old system, which is great. So we're really looking forward to that. As we know, text message marketing is really, really effective. And there's also the ability to create videos within this system and have the videos syndicated out to social media. So just a ton of really, really cool stuff. And I see in the chat, Chanela, Elevate hasn't reached out for appointment yet. Yes, there is a direct number, and even better than that, I do have the direct calendar link that I'm going to put in. I'll send this to you directly, Chanela, but I do have a direct calendar link, and you guys can just make sure if you haven't been contacted, you can literally just go ahead and schedule an appointment. So I will copy that, send that directly to you. So apologize for that, Chanela. And the agent marketing sites are still working. So yes, and we're working on trying to get the agent marketing sunsetting to be postponed by an additional week. So that hopefully will help everybody out. But yeah, so the websites themselves, this is the basic overall look and feel of the websites that you guys will have. And you can customize the images. It doesn't support video like the other ones did, but it is very, very straightforward. Really, when you're sending someone to your website, it's all about searching for properties. So this is a super robust IDX website. So you'll be able to, your clients will be able to search the MLS very simply. It'll also display your latest blog posts, and you will be able to set your own featured properties, whatever that is, whatever areas, or if you just want, ARG listings. So you guys will be able to set all that kind of stuff. But very, very simple websites. You are able to add additional pages. You just need to work with your rep, and they have a little bit of a customization thing that they can work with for you guys. So that's great. And the blog that will feature in our case, we're featuring all the different properties, but that will feature all of the blog articles that they provide. But we are able to add our own blogs too, which is great. So if we allow them to post 2 or 3 blog posts, and then we want to come in and do an additional blog post, we're able to do that. And I definitely recommend that all of the agents do at least one extra blog post besides what they're putting out. And that way, you can kind of get some real hyper local stuff into your blog and into your website here. So really cool stuff, really excited about rolling this thing out and getting everybody involved. I am available for questions, for help, so don't hesitate to contact me. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make sure that Alex's little schedule is available for all of you. And then I'm also going to make sure that I send out their intake form. So if anybody that didn't sign up would like to sign up, I'm going to make sure that you have a link to this form, which will allow you to sign up for the DMS and even for the leads. So again, Friday, we're going to have Stephanie come back. She's going to give us another, full presentation, and she's going to, be making sure that anybody that didn't sign up gets to sign up for the DMS and for the social media. So looking forward to having her back. Bill, any quick takeaways from today's presentation on any of the fronts?
Well, I would encourage everybody who wasn't on last Wednesday's, I think I already mentioned this, but I'll say it again, to be on Friday's, presentation. It was worth it, and it might even be worth it if you've watched it last Wednesday to watch it again. A lot of information was shared, and sometimes it's hard to digest it all. I know sometimes for myself, I need to watch things twice if there's a lot of stuff that I didn't retain. But so I would encourage everyone to do that. And I like this dashboard. I like it's clean. It looks like it's pretty user friendly, Kevin. I think that's a big component to the effectiveness of how we use technology. And if it's not clean and easy, it's just for even, I'll speak for myself. I just find myself just looking at, looking at something going,
Can't do it, right?
Yeah, it's not going to be fun.
No.
But yeah, it looks very simple, very user friendly. The SMS feature is amazing. I've already got my wheels turning on that
Yes.
For the text feature. So that's cool. I don't think we had that with agent marketing, right?
No, we did not. And the honestly, the ability to communicate, do the mass emails, the email campaigns, they were a little cumbersome in agent marketing as well. So this is a way easier, once you guys get in there, you'll see, but it's a way easier system. So super excited about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think the text marketing could be a topic down the road, or in the near future, as we get kind of fully integrated with the Elevate system, and we can talk about how we can use it effectively, not as annoying people trying to annoy our clients, but sharing information and being soft little touches. I think there's something to that that we could probably go into a little later.
Yes, for sure. So we're going to be doing a lot of training with this system, and how to utilize it, how to get the most out of it. We'll definitely be having Stephanie come back occasionally, and I know that they're excited about bringing new components to their system. They're very forward thinking, and so I'm excited to see what they come up with next too.
Yeah, awesome. And then just lastly, just one more announcement, just like company announcement. Just want to make sure when everyone's uploading their files and they're putting their deals in SkySlope, make sure that a lot of you are doing a great job, and we appreciate that. And making sure that the close of escrow date is correct. What sometimes happens is the file gets uploaded, the close of escrow date goes in, and it gets changed for it's either postponed or it's moved up because people want to, clients want to close sooner. Well, our system is built on, looking at the overall closings and, running through files partially in that order, but also as in the order they're brought into the system. So if you have a change of close of escrow date, please update that, have your TC update that, just so it keeps us in a clear understanding of when you're expecting to close your file, and allows us to run a more efficient back-end system of file review. You can imagine, it's not hard to imagine how that can become a big problem. Once again, thank you to the agents that aren't file dumping. We still have a few of you out there, so little ruler edge to the fingers on that one. Please try not to do that. We've even had a few agents that have had files closed like a month ago, and they weren't even in the system. It's a big problem, and really from a DRE compliance perspective, it's really bad. So we really need people to do things the right way, and it doesn't take any more time, it doesn't take any more energy, it's just doing it the right way. So educate your TCs. That really the file upload should be really 3 uploads. One, if you're a listing agent, you get your listing, you get your all your your listing, your agency, all your preliminary disclosures. Get your seller to get all their disclosures together. One, number 2, you get the contract, you get all the middle of the transaction stuff from the buyer, ever seller completed, all those disclosures. And then really at the end, it should just be your trailing documents, your walkthrough, your final MLS, your closing, that stuff should be at the very end so we can get you the CDA. So it shouldn't be, more than literally like 2 major uploads, and then your final one, and the CDA shouldn't be an issue. It's when we get ones and twosies, we get, the whole file, 60 pages the day before closing. Where's my CDA? Well, that doesn't help anybody. And it only hurts some of the good agents out there that are doing it the right way. So we're working through that to try to, analyze, who's doing things the right way and who's not. And we don't want to be punitive, but we have to you have to recognize that it just can't be just chaos in the back end. So please be mindful of that, and we'll all be happy.
No doubt. We got to keep our broker happy a little bit every once in a while, right? No,
Yeah.
thanks for that, Bill. Do appreciate that, Pat.
Yep.
All right, agents. Well, thanks so much for being on the Wednesday webinar again. And we look forward to seeing you guys hopefully all on Friday as well. But with that, we'll see you at least next Wednesday. And I hope you guys make it a great week and a productive week. And we will see you guys real soon. Bye.